Hey everyone, I'm Thomas64 here, and today we're going to continue on some more Crash Twinsanity for the PlayStation 2. Now, we're here for more of this action. And believe it or not, there's actually a good couple of cutscenes in this part too, like I mentioned earlier.
Oh, Crash. The farmer's market is tomorrow, and my Wumpa trees won't grow. For my orchard is riddled with greedy worms. If you rid my land of these pests, I'll give you this power crystal.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect? This isn't a game.
So anyway, before we do that, okay, that worm I mentioned did not show up yet, and I really don't want to risk going down there and having to do all of what I did all over again. So I'm gonna just do this real quick and play the minigame of killing these worms. Whack-a-worm, these suckers don't try to bite you. Hopefully. So there's a little trick where if you hit one and then slide Cortex into the other side, you can actually hit two within one swing.
Come along.
So in case you're having trouble with this minigame, there's a tip for you. And it's a pretty big one because you can just get through this no problem. Oh boy, here we go.
I tell you, you boys have been doing swell. Just swell. Anyhow, we've been taking in the sights of Twinsanity Island here. Nice digs. So much to see, so much to destroy. You got the native village, the lava caves, the totem gods. Yeah, back in the 10th dimension, we don't have anything near as nice as the totem gods. The vivid colors, the intricate carving, you know, it's almost as if they're alive. Yeah. Almost. Exactly as if they're alive.
And for some reason, they made a whole totem god just come back to life. Or just come to life, period. And this is probably the highlight of my biggest problem with these bosses. So, in this scenario, you would think that you just need to dodge all these hits and like dodge some of the ones that come up in a later sequence. But no, this is literally all you would need to do to fight this boss. I feel like if they didn't give you this whole plane to play on, this would be a much harder boss than it actually is. But the thing is, there's too much. This is one of those cases where I would argue there's too much ground to work with here. Because so long as you're running right or left, it doesn't really matter. So long as you keep running in this direction, like one single direction the entire time, he can never hit you. He just does not do anything. He can't hit you. In fact, hold on. I think there's another attack coming up too. He only has like 2 attacks, which already kind of sucks to be honest. Yeah, this attack right here. That sucker will never come close to me as long as I keep running like this. The only real difficulty is trying to avoid these guys. Because like, if I didn't have Aku Aku, this would be really, actually the only really difficult part of this boss. And I have 2 versions of him. I have 2 levels of Aku Aku, so that really doesn't matter. Oh my god, it just really sucks because like this looks like it would have been a really interesting boss, but because the fact that all you need to do is this, or you know what? Make it so like the slam of the fist, like slam of the hands, cause like a big shockwave that you have to jump over instead of just running around. Or better yet, make the laser so it could like try to hit you ahead of time as opposed to like only trying to trail you. And then we talk about trying to hit you forward. But no, the boss never does that. It doesn't get more interesting than that. After you play the first phase, you literally just play the rest of the boss.
Oh, nuts. There's nuts? Well, you gave it your best shot. But even now, our vice versa reversa device is in operation, sucking the goodness out of this dimension and leaving behind the worst of all possible worlds. We just like making a mess. lunchtime yet?
10th dimension. Yes, yes! In the dark ocean of my intellect swims a magnificent whale of a plan. To the laboratory! We're not beaten yet. The game is on. This way!
Oh, and I probably should not need to tell you this, but don't touch them. For some reason, this game still makes them an active hitbox, so if you touch them, you can still get hurt and die, of course. Oh crap! Frick! Okay, I think I can still make that. I can actually get back up, thankfully. They were kind enough to suggest, like, to give people the chance to retry this. Unfortunately, the other crates don't come back, so you better make your mark. Alright. So, believe it or not, this is actually not going to be that long a video, because there's... I think, yeah, now I have everything in Insanity Island. Because there's actually a few more things. Oh, crap. Are they still chasing me? Guess not. Okay, I thought there'd be something else here. Alright, onto the boat. You never get to see who's actually in the boat. It's just kind of a voice. At first I thought the boat itself was talking, kind of like with Wind Waker in a sense, but unfortunately not really. I urge you to take the time to listen to this soundtrack. Especially this right here, Iceberg Lab.
Before you rises a cathedral of diabolical genius. Scary, but in the wrong hands, this iceberg lair could do much goodness in the world. Of course, only I have the key. Observe. Follow me. I know another way.
So before we, now I know it's a short video, but I'm not going to end it right there because I'm going to use the rest of this time to collect some of the gems around this area. Oh, and these are actually pretty challenging. So first things first, you have to go all the way up here to hit a TNT to hit that crate. Hit this. And unfortunately, all it does is just it puts that there, which is actually what you'll need so you can get in there. This reminds me of a level in Wrath of Cortex. That's not how you're supposed to do that, but I got the gem, so I'm the real winner here. Anyway, wait, will it play the cutscene again? Hold on. Doesn't look like it does. Okay. So anyway, it reminds me of, I think it was called Bonsai. Hopefully I got that right the first time, because like, they do tend to switch the way they say it, like Bonsai. But anyway, where like at a specific part, there's like a couple of nitros surrounding it. Oh frick! A couple of nitros surrounding the level, like surrounding one of the boxes that you need to break. Technically two of them, because you'd still need the arrow crates. But there was pretty much, you have to find your way around it, and if you didn't, you just get hit. You can get the crate up there in the air, thankfully, but you just get hit. Thankfully the boxes come back too, so I can find a good spot to land. I just wish the depths I get in the game were from the level design, you know, fairly, as opposed to just, well, see, you didn't land right here. I know there was no indicator, but it is still your fault, you know. And these death animations are not that quick, so it's not quicker to die this way. There's another one over here. And believe it or not, even with all this, there's still more of the level to go through. Oh, here we go. Make sure you don't go too far into the wall of nitros. There's 2 more gems and they're on the other side of the Iceberg Lab. Really? Just cross this bridge and we get part 1. Remember, the boxes don't come back until after you die, so if you mess this up, well, you already know how to go. Okay, oh frick. Frick! Okay. And the other one's right there. Oh, you have to go over there. It's actually better I just die. Now, in this game specifically, this game has fall. I guess you could call it fall damage to an extent. Like, you don't get hurt for falling, but if you fall a certain distance, you just die. I imagine if a game like Xenoblade Chronicles just does that. Instead of like giving you the damage where you just get hit at 0 and then you die, it just cuts straight to the point where you die, and it's like it just puts you right back into the landmark. I think that would be kind of funny. Just straight out cut to the point. It's just kind of weird though, cause like in Crash 1, we literally fall through however far down in was it Heavy Machinery or was it no Castle Machinery. But here, then now it's like, oh no, that's too far. Actually, I think I just died instead. All right, that's good enough. All right, so now we're up to look at that. We're already 1/4% done with this game, and we just started, essentially. So, as I told you, thank you guys for watching. In the next part, we'll actually get more into the lab. I know this video is kind of short. I'm really sorry, but I want to save the beauty of Iceberg Lab into its own video. There's so much to talk about on that level. That video, I can almost guarantee is going to be much longer than this one. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, and most importantly, stay warped. Stay warped!